As the sun reaches its highest point in the sky and the days stretch long with golden light, something shifts in the air. The natural world is at its most vibrant, and if you know where to look, the magic is everywhere. There are 8 beautiful practices waiting for you that will help you harness this peak energy and bring enchantment to your everyday life this month. Hello, my darlings, and welcome. Today I want to share with you 8 wonderful practices to help you connect with the sun's abundant energy and the flourishing natural world around us as we approach the summer solstice and the longest days of the year. Let's do some magical crafting. I've created a printable Book of Shadows page with an overview of this month's energy and 8 magic suggestions for the month. If you'd like to download a PDF of this Grimoire page, check out the links below the video. My first suggestion for magical June practice is creating solar blessing ribbons, a beautiful way to harness the sun's peak energy. Gather ribbons in colors that represent your intentions: gold or yellow for success and confidence, orange for creativity, red for vitality, green for abundance, blue for peace. Cut the ribbons to equal lengths of about 12 inches. Before charging them with sunlight, use a permanent marker to write your specific intentions or short affirmations on each ribbon. You might write words like courage, creativity, prosperity, health, or joy. You could write brief intentions such as new opportunities, creative inspiration, or abundant blessings. Or you might write affirmations like, I am confident, I attract success, or I create beauty. On the morning of the solstice or any sunny June day, take your ribbons outside and hold them up to catch the direct sunlight. As each ribbon moves in the breeze, visualize it absorbing the sun's powerful energy and amplifying the intention you've written upon it. Speak your intention aloud for each ribbon, then tie them to a branch, garden fence, or even your porch railing where they'll continue to be touched by the sunlight. As they flutter in the wind throughout the month, they'll spread your blessings while continuing to absorb solar power. When they begin to fade from sun exposure, this indicates they've completed their magical work and you can respectfully return them to the earth. This practice creates an ongoing magical connection to June's extraordinary solar strength while keeping your intentions in mind every day. My second suggestion is making sun water, using June's strongest sunlight to create magically charged water. Place a clear glass jar of fresh water on your windowsill or outside where it will receive direct morning sunlight. Allow the water to absorb the sun's energy for 1 to 2 hours in the morning before it becomes too hot. You can use this sun-charged water for cleansing crystals, ritual baths, watering magical plants, or even drink a few sips to take in that solar energy. This solar water also makes wonderful sun tea. Simply add tea bags or loose herbs to the jar and let it steep in the sunlight for a few hours. You could also use it to make refreshing lemonade with fresh mint or berries, creating a delicious way to internalize the sun's power. I find this especially potent when created on the morning of the summer solstice. For my third June magic practice, I want to share powerful Litha candle magic. June brings us the summer solstice, traditionally celebrated as Litha in many magical traditions. A perfect time for candle magic focused on abundance and personal power. Begin by selecting a gold, orange, or green candle to represent the peak strength of the sun and the abundant growth it creates. You might dress your candle by rolling it in powdered herbs that align with summer and success. Cinnamon brings prosperity and speeds manifestation. Basil attracts abundance and success. Chamomile draws solar blessings and positive energy. And bay leaf enhances wishes and victory. Another option is to surround your candle with fresh summer flowers and herbs. Sunflower petals and calendula bring solar power and success. Dandelion flowers attract wishes and vitality, and red clover draws prosperity and good fortune. Place your candle on a fire-safe dish decorated with your chosen flowers and herbs. Light your candle with focused intention and speak this incantation 3 times. Summer sun at highest peak, blessings bright and bold I seek. Golden light now fills my days, abundance flows in countless ways. Allow the candle to burn for at least 20 minutes as you visualize golden light filling your life, illuminating opportunities and drawing in abundance in all its forms, not just material wealth, but richness of experience, relationships, creativity, and joy. I like to journal about the abundance I'm calling in with my spell as the candle burns. This powerful solstice magic creates a focal point for manifesting abundance during the sun's peak energy of the year. If you practice this ritual on the actual solstice, the impact is particularly potent, but any June day carries this magnificent solar power. My 4th suggestion for June is creating a magical honey infusion charged with the season's abundant sunshine. Begin with a small jar of local honey. Honey carries powerful magical properties: sweetness, preservation, attraction, and the essence of summer flowers gathered by bees. Gently warm the honey by placing the jar in a bowl of hot water until it becomes a little more liquid. Then add dried orange slices to the warm honey. Oranges bring solar energy, joy, purification, and success, making them the perfect allies for summer magic. If you want to add additional magic to the honey beyond the magical properties that oranges and honey already hold, infuse that intention into the jar as you craft this sweet treat. Some suggestions for using solar power to infuse the jar include holding the jar between your palms and visualizing golden sunlight flowing from your hands into the honey, speaking your intentions aloud as you place the jar in the sunlight for the first time, or drawing a solar symbol or prosperity sigil on a piece of paper and placing it beneath the jar as it charges, or simply spending a few moments each day when you turn the jar to reconnect with your original intention and visualize it growing stronger. Place the jar on a sunny windowsill for several days or weeks, turning it occasionally. The sun will continue charging your magical honey, which can then be used in tea, drizzled over food, or incorporated into baking. I love to add this delicious honey into tea and use it with butter on toast or biscuits. This delicious magical recipe creates a practical enchantment you can literally incorporate into your body, connecting you to summer sweetness and light. The 5th practice I want to share is making a weighted eye pillow for dream magic, perfect for enhancing intuition and prophetic dreams during midsummer. Take 2 rectangles of soft cotton fabric, each about 4 inches by 9 inches, and place them right sides together. Sew around 3 sides, leaving one short end open. Turn the pillow right side out. Fill it halfway with flax seeds or rice to create gentle weight. Then add dried herbs associated with dreams and psychic awareness. Mugwort for psychic powers, lavender for relaxation and psychic power, chamomile for calm, or jasmine for moon powers, astral travel, and psychic awareness. Then sew the open end closed by hand or by machine. And before sleep, place your eye pillow over your closed eyes as you lie down and set an intention to remember your dreams or receive guidance on a specific question. The gentle weight will relax the muscles of your face while the herbs work their magic on your dream state. After using the eye pillow to relax, gently slip it under your pillow while you sleep at night. My next suggestion is dedicating time to crafting solar Grimoire pages, celebrating the sun and its magical properties. Take some time to create pages about solar magic, using June's abundant sunshine as your inspiration and guide. Use your current grimoire or find a journal that speaks to you. Create a page dedicated to the sun's correspondences, listing solar deities, plants, crystals, and colors associated with sun magic. You might include information about sunflowers, chamomile, citrine, gold, and solar deities from various traditions. On another page, document your personal observation of the sun's path through the sky during June. Note the exact times of sunrise and sunset, how the light quality changes throughout the day, and where sunbeams enter your home at different hours. Create a page for solar incantations and spells you've tried or wish to try, including the Litha candle spell from earlier. Consider adding a page of sun symbols and sigils. You might draw the traditional astrological symbol for the sun, create your own personal solar sigil, or research sun symbols from various cultures and reproduce ones that resonate with you. If you enjoy watercolor or drawing, create an illustrated page showing the sun's magical properties, or you may wish to paint the sun at different times of the day, from sunrise to high noon to sunset. Use yellows, oranges, golds, and reds to capture the sun's varying qualities. You could also press small sun-loving flowers like dandelions or marigolds and add them to your pages. I like to take my grimoire outside on a sunny June afternoon and work on these pages in direct sunlight, allowing the sun's energy to infuse the very creation of these magical records. This practice creates a lasting reverence for solar magic while building your connection with the sun's energy during its strongest month. The seventh practice I'm sharing is creating an earth mandala, a sacred geometric pattern that works as meditation and offering. June's gardens overflow with materials perfect for this practice. Getting outside to gather your materials offers a precious opportunity to decompress from work stress or life pressures. The simple act of walking, observing, and selecting what speaks to you can be deeply healing. In your yard or a park, clear a small circular area and begin arranging natural materials in concentric patterns. Perhaps flower petals forming the outer ring, small stones creating the next layer inward, leaves, seeds, maybe a central special stone or crystal. As you place each item, stay fully present as you work. You might set an intention for what you need most. Perhaps you're arranging these flowers to strengthen your mental health, finding peace in the repetitive, meditative process. Maybe you're seeking to deepen your connection with nature, letting the earth remind you of your place in the natural world. You could be creating beauty as an offering of gratitude, or using this practice to ground anxious energy into something tangible and lovely. When complete, take a few moments to appreciate your creation, then leave it as an offering to be naturally dispersed by wind and weather. If you don't have outdoor space, this can be created on a plate or a tray indoors. This connects you to ancient traditions of earth art as spiritual practice and deepens your relationship with June's natural abundance. My eighth and final suggestion for June magic is a solstice tarot spread that honors the turning point at midsummer. In magical tradition, the year is ruled by two kings. The Oak King reigns from winter solstice to summer solstice, bringing the energy of growth, action, and outward expansion. The Holly King rules from summer solstice to winter solstice, bringing the energy of rest, reflection, and inward wisdom. At the summer solstice, these two meet, and the Holly King takes his throne, beginning the gentle shift from external activity towards internal contemplation as the days slowly grow shorter. This simple 3-card spread helps you honor this turning point. The first card represents what has reached its peak in your life, the Oak King's final gift of what you've successfully grown and manifested. The second card represents what is ready to be released or transformed as the Holly King begins his reign, what needs to shift from doing into being. And the third card represents what new energy is beginning to emerge in the quieter space the Holly King creates, what is ready to germinate in the coming months. Draw your 3 cards and take time with each one, journaling about how its message relates to your current circumstances. This spread helps you navigate the energy shift from summer's peak activity toward the slower and more reflective season ahead. Remember, your magical practice thrives not in complexity, but in presence, intention, and genuine connection. I hope that some of these June activities resonate with you and that you choose a few to try during the month. Adding a few of these practices can create a foundation of enchantment that carries you through the entire summer season. Don't feel you need to incorporate all of these practices at once. Choose those that resonate most deeply with your current needs and circumstances. Magic grows from your relationship with the seasons and your ability to find wonder in everyday moments. May your June be filled with sunshine, growth, and the perfect balance of action and rest.